Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Hello, friends. Welcome back. It's the Hy-Vee Today Show. This is Tony Tone. It's Tuesday, December 7th. Nope, it's January 7th, Tony. Hello. My 5-year-old son was insisting the whole way to school that tomorrow, he says when he doesn't have to go to school, he calls it a home day. And the whole ride to school, he was like, tomorrow's a home day, right? And I was like, no, dude, today's Tuesday, January 7th. Tomorrow's Wednesday. You have to go to school. And he was like, but it's a home day. And I was like, no, Ted. You're going to school. And then he does this thing, and I don't know why. First part of the school year, drop him off at school, see you later. He's playing with other kids. Last couple of weeks, and I know we just had winter break, but today I get him into the gym, and he just dives for my leg. And I don't know what's going on. I know he loves school. His teacher says he's like the nicest kid ever, which is funny because he's a rascal at home. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. But this thing in the morning, so I just did the lifted my leg up, and then like another teacher intercepted. She's like, he'll be fine, just go. And I'm like, all right, peace out. And you feel bad for a second, right? You're like, well, they'll be fine. He's going to be fine. He's doing well in school. I want him to get over this, like, whatever this is, because he started the year, it was like, see you later, Dad. I'm like, all right, bye, buddy. But now this is a whole thing. And I know he's only been back in school for 2 days, so maybe we'll break this cycle. But it's a thing, everybody. I just want you to know that's going on. Just want to mention really quick, if you're out there and you're on New Year's resolution, sticking to a diet, even if it's not keto, if it's low carb, encourage you to join the Muscatine Hy-Vee Keto group on Facebook. It's right there on the screen. In just about 4 days, we have 201 members, which is great. For a Facebook group, people are posting recipes and pictures and different ideas and encouragements. So check that out if you're looking for different ideas. I shared some stuff yesterday that I took some pictures of in the store. Some of my favorite low carb, low sugar things. You can never go wrong with Ellsworth cheese curds. Those are always the best. And we'll show you some of those later with the cart cam. But just jump on that, even if you're not doing keto. But Chad, if you click on the picture of that guy, you see that picture of that guy? That dude, and I think his name's Brandon, right there, has lost, and it'll say in the post, I don't know, something like 120 pounds. So as much as you might think it's a fad or a diet craze, like it's changing people's lives. I mean, that's a before picture. He shared these, and the dude's crushing it. So like, good for him. You know, I'm super happy to see people. And then he posted another picture in the group yesterday, came to the store, bought a whole bunch of stuff. So if you're out there, you got support online. If you have Facebook, if you're doing low carb or keto, check out Muscatine Hy-Vee Keto. It's on there, and we'll keep updating into that. Food court deals. So if you're looking for lunch or breakfast today, I'm going to tell you right now, a week ago today, I had a $3.99 breakfast, and it was thebomb.com, right? That's what I had. $3.99. It was absolutely awesome. I think I didn't get hash browns, but I got cottage cheese, and then I added bacon. So check out the deals that are there. This is every Tuesday through January. $3.99 breakfast, that's $8 or less. So if it's regularly priced $8, it's $3.99 today. $6, all you can eat soup and salad bar. That's the best deal in town, with the biggest and longest salad bar with soup. Tenderloins are $2.99. Say what? And how about a 12-inch pizza for $6? Gotta love that. Hello, buddy. So the rest of the deals are on there for the remainder of the week. You can see them. I love the nature of a live show. People walk in, I'm going to say hi to them. I'm not going to be like that cold person that doesn't, I'm going to be like, we're on the news and I can't be interrupted. How dare you? No, it's the best. And then the last thing, tomorrow, Wellness Wednesday. Again, sticking to a resolution, trying to get better, 10% off everything in the health market. It's right there on the screen. Anything in the health market, anything organic produce, health and beauty care items. Maybe Steve needs some mousse for his hair. A little volume. He's got great volume. Somebody asked me when we were kind of in the little bit of the break of the show, they said, is Steve just not a real person? And I was like, no, he's right here. And they're like, we never see him. And I'm like, that's part of the illusion. He's here. But and so far, I don't want to like jinx us, but we're into day 2 with no Steve note. So maybe that's his New Year's resolution, to not write me any notes on Post-it notes that I struggle to read off camera. but I'm sure that he's writing one right now. All right, he's broken his resolution, everybody. That's marvelous. All right, let's get to our guests that are patiently waiting, and I love when guests on this show bring props. So props for bringing props. Tom McCleary's in the house, and Sean Janung. Gosh, here's the thing, Sean Janung. Tone is not my real last name. I know. Lokensoul is the hardest name to pronounce ever. So you and I have a similar axe to grind with people mispronouncing our names our whole lives, right?
Exactly. Like I said to you before, just don't call me late for dinner.
And then this guy right here, McCleary, I mean, that's easy.
Yep, that's easy.
It's great to see both of you, by the way. Happy New Year. I'm so glad that you're here. I love the props. We're going to talk all things Star Collectibles, Island Speedway. But before we dive into upcoming events, I think folks that follow Island Speedway and Star Collectibles know, but for this audience, maybe they've driven past the former location of Star Collectibles and they're like, where did it go? You didn't move that far, Tom, but you made a huge move, big investment. So let's talk about that. What was the catalyst? Was it, and you kind of mentioned this before we started, you had kind of outgrown the old space or what?
Yes, we outgrew the store and also the track.
Wow. So for people that hadn't been into Star Collectibles, awesome store, and then this incredible building out back where folks would show up and race vehicles like this, and you had like a rock climbing. It's just a super fun place. I thought it was big, but you're telling me that you needed more room because RC enthusiasts, people that enjoy driving these type of cars that can go super fast, they were coming out in numbers, and you had to buy you bought the former Shooting Stars gun range, right?
Yes, I did. I bought everything.
And I've been following your posts and pictures, and it seems like it's been, how long has it taken to go from making that purchase to getting the doors open for racing? How much work, how much time have you been putting in?
A lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of volunteer work. I work. I go in about 7 in the morning, and sometimes at night I leave at 11 at night.
Holy
And that's
moly.
also with volunteer help.
So it's just wild to me to think how popular RC cars and racing, but maybe it's just this is the trajectory that it's been on. Sean, is that what you've seen? Like there's been no slowdown?
RC has many different aspects, from the rock crawling to the carpet, on-road, off-road. And last year, Star got involved with oval. Well, they did oval on the carpet. Well, the biggest thing growing right now is dirt oval. And when Tom purchased the new building, he had an opportunity to build a dirt oval track.
And that's a picture of it right there.
That was the New Year's Day race.
But that is the dirt oval
Yes,
track.
Yes,
And
that is
banked.
yes.
Okay, now this is a dumb question, but you've heard these before, so it's okay, Tom. We've known each other for a while. Is it a certain kind of dirt, or is it just Iowa's finest? Sean, I mean, what are we doing here? Is it what I got in the backyard if I drop a shovel in
It
the
is
ground?
not just your average go out into the backyard, dig it
Okay.
up. It is a clay surface.
Okay.
It is a hard packed clay. There's different types of surfaces that you can run, a loose dirt,
Sure.
hard packed, or high bite.
Holy
We
moly,
do.
look at the size of that place.
We brought in the clay, and we do a compact or that type of dirt. We do. It is a higher bite dirt than your loose dirt,
Sure.
and as the day goes on, it becomes even more high bite. Believe it or not, dirt will actually take on rubber, and once the rubber gets on there, it really becomes really sticky.
So you have this big event January 1st, and Tom says, always very nonchalantly, how many people were there racing? How many entries?
Well, we had 167 entries.
Just 167. So 167 different alliterations of RC. And
Yes.
that's a good point, Sean. RC can mean different. It's not just always the same vehicle.
Absolutely.
Right? 167. No wonder you had to buy that giant space.
87 individual drivers.
Oh my gosh. That is a lot of people on a holiday getting together. And this is not just because the perception for folks that are watching, well, when I was a kid, I had one of these. Sure, that's fine. But these are, I mean, this is a hobby that people are very passionate about.
That is
they
correct.
spend a lot of money, and they're competitive. I mean, this
Yes.
is, as much as it is fun, you
Yes.
know, you give me a remote control, I'd probably crash one of these, and it wouldn't be intentional. I don't know how to drive them that well, but I think they're fun. But there's folks that are showing up and they're competing, and that's what we're talking about. You're giving out some serious hardware. Look at that.
We had a wide range of drivers come out, men, women, and children. We had a gentleman from LaPorte, Iowa, contacted us just 3 days before the race happened, asking all kinds of questions, saying that he has never raced before. He came out on New Year's Day and raced for the first time and absolutely had a blast. So, I mean, it's beginners all the way to, we had a gentleman from the Quad City area, Mike Murphy Jr.
There he is right there.
That's Mike Murphy. What are the odds?
Mike Murphy Jr. is a world champion at this. He is a two-time world champion. He went down to Tulsa, Oklahoma last year to the Chili Bowl, RC Chili Bowl, which is coming up next week, and he won 2 classes. He had never been there. His name was out there, but not out there, and just totally blew away the competition. And he was there at the New Year's Day race. So, from the newest beginner to a world champion, we had.
And certainly we're just out a couple of weeks outside of Christmas. So for anybody that had come down and purchased a vehicle, I mean, what a luxury to have in Muscatine, because before Star Collectibles and an Island Speedway, you'd have to go, where would folks have to travel? I mean, is there a spot in the Quad Cities? I don't even know if there is. Is there
For indoor,
yeah,
you have to go to Wisconsin, Minnesota, or all the way to Nebraska.
So now all of a sudden, Muscatine on the map in a big way with RC racing. And I'm fascinated by it, and I love taking a risk, investing all the work that goes into it, and then January 1st, it's like, okay, it was worth it because here's 176 or 67 engines. I mean, that's when it all pays off, certainly. Now, and I don't know because I haven't stopped down, and I will, and I apologize. I've seen pictures from inside. We just saw the dirt oval track. As far as the storefront for Star Collectibles Island Speedway, kind of one and the same. If I wanted to come down and purchase something like this, is that still in that, right? You're still in that same new spot. What's the new address, by the way?
It's 810 Division Street.
810 Division.
Yep.
Okay. I was wondering about that. I drove past the other day, and it was a madhouse. Okay, so 810 Division, former Shooting Stars gun range. We can say that, it's fine. But you still have the storefront for Star Collectibles. Okay.
Now we have it where you can actually walk from one track to the other track to the next track. It's all one.
How many tracks do you have, Tom? I thought you just had one. What do you mean you got 3 tracks?
We went
down
from
there?
one track and one rock crawling course going to 4 tracks and one rock crawling course.
I don't understand how much square footage is in that building.
It'll just say a lot.
Buildings, a lot.
Buildings, yeah.
Yes.
We're actually going to have the carpet track, which should be up and running at the end of this month.
Okay.
It is going to be 80 by 100.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. We're going to have the rock crawling course.
Yeah.
Next year, I'm putting in an outside play area that's going to be 50 by 100. It's going to be just giant mounds of dirt for kids and adults to come and play with the car and jump. So,
Sean, what do we have with us? Again, I love props. If my 7-year-old, soon to be 8-year-old, he's definitely the type of kid that I think would get into this.
Absolutely.
You know, he's had a couple of those junky
toys.
Nothing serious. I guess, explain what we have here and then give me some advice, guys, where I would go for that 7-year-old.
All right, in front of us we have a couple of cars, and then I have one over here.
Okay.
Tom brought in his street stock. We have 2 different classes of street stocks. We have a motor that's a smaller motor, 21.5. It's kind of it's a step up from the novice class. Novice class is basically anybody that comes in, never raced before, probably up to about a year's worth of racing. And then once they hit that point, they should start looking at another car. Usually by then they're getting good enough that they may start winning. Sure. And it's always nice to be able to move up. Well, the 21.5 street stock is the next step up, basically. Okay. It's a little bit faster, a little bit more easy to control. We also have a open motor street stock, which has been really popular because for the longest time they limit it to what you could put in it, and now that they're opening it up, more and more people are starting to race that as well.
And I love the shot that we have. It looks awesome. How fast something like that go?
Probably 25 on the track.
On the track.
It'll go faster than that if you put it on a straight line, but on a track, probably about 25.
So you're saying in the parking lot outside where we're sitting right now, it could go
Straight away?
Straight about 40.
40 miles an
40,
hour.
yeah.
How do you see? I mean, it's not
40.
a drone where you press the button and it comes back to you. You have to have a line of sight.
Yes.
And oh my gosh. And again, I've kind of driven these. I've had them jump over me, which was a little terrifying in the Muscatine Mall several years ago. I wouldn't do that again, but that was fun. And then, of course, if folks have seen you in the 4th of July parade with the ramps, it's super exciting. But practice with anything makes perfect, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
So would you say for the 7-year-old, is this too much for him?
Not really.
Okay.
If you put the 21.5 motor in it, which is a slower car, it is probably something that you put a 7-year-old in. I would have them run in the novice class first.
Sure.
The nice thing about a lot of the controllers now, even though it has a 21.5, if you want it to go slower, in the handheld controller, you actually can slow down the car again to make it even slower, so it's easier for them to control.
And then obviously, and I say this whenever we're talking Star Collectibles and Island Speedway for folks that are into RC cars, should anything come up during a race, battery, parts, tires, I mean, you have it all, right? You have everything in stock. So again, that's what's so nice. In Muscatine, Iowa, if this is something that's interesting to you, you could go later today to Star Collectibles. You could buy your first car, and then you could race it. We're going to get to this race in a second, or just have fun with it at home. And then if you need anything, it's right here. So again, you're not having to go elsewhere. Pod Cities, Iowa City, Cedar Rapids. So that's awesome. That terrifies me. I don't even know what that is. I don't want to drive that. If I had to assume, Sean, this is probably going at least 50 miles an hour. Or no?
Probably close to that on the track. On the track,
Louise.
you're probably looking at about 40 to 45.
And is this going on the dirt oval? Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, this one. Both of these are part of the dirt oval. That one, actually, all of them can also be used on the carpet for the carpet oval as well.
Wow.
But this one specifically is set up for dirt.
Yeah.
This is what we call a short course A mod or short course open. We also have a B mod version, which is a smaller motor, and it limits what you can put into it, and it's again the next step up from like the 21.5 street stock.
I love the detail on these cars it looks great. I love this Papa Willie's genuine
Traction Tonic. That's one of my sponsors.
It's great. And then there's a breast cancer survivor ribbon.
Yes, this car right here is dedicated to cancer, not necessarily just breast cancer, but to cancer. My mom had breast cancer twice. She is a survivor.
Wow.
And if you look at the logo here, it says for survivors.
Okay.
On both sides, there's different names. On this side, my mom and my dad, and then some other friends and sponsors that I have also gave me some names. But then also on the top of the car,
oh yeah, look at that. That is awesome.
I have my angels that fly with me. So each one of those sets of wings has an individual name of somebody that has passed from some sort of cancer.
And identified with the different color ribbon, the different type of cancer, unfortunately, probably,
absolutely.
right? Wow.
And a gentleman local made the wrap for it, John Wayne Thornton, with Rocket Graphics. Can take anything you want and put it into a wrap, basically.
So something like this. Now, people at home are going to say, where are the wheels? Where's the tires?
My tires, I just did some different setup.
That's what I'm saying. You're probably working out, right?
Yep.
Like
I leave next Sunday to go to Tulsa for that race that we were talking I was talking about.
Yeah.
And I made some major changes, and I took the wheels off. The other thing is I don't like to leave it sitting on the wheels, but it's just got done being worked on last night.
It's great, and again, it just gives people an idea, regardless of where you find yourself, and even if it's just coming down to Star Collectibles Island Speedway and watching a race, that's fine too, of course, but at least they can appreciate, the amount of work. I don't know anything about. I would be the guy that buys it and then says like, hey, Tom and Sean, something's going on with the axle. Can you fix it for me? Not that I wouldn't want to learn, but that's another thing, the knowledge, right? Everybody that's down there, whether they're racing or helping volunteer to literally build the place, you've got years of experience, which is also nice, right?
I'm fairly new into the hobby. I've only got about 3 years in the hobby, but the nicest thing about any of the RC genres that you want to talk about. The fellow racers, the owners, they're all so nice. If you have any questions, they're there. If you need help, they're there. It's just an amazing group to be involved with.
It's a good community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Tom, you got a good crew, and it just continues to grow. That's the thing. There's no bubble. I mean, this is, I can't believe it. I mean, I've known you for almost 7 years, I think.
Yep.
And it's wild to me to see where, and you, I don't know how long you had it before I met you, but just in the last 7 years, the growth is wild. I don't want to neglect this cool car over here, because this thing looks also, again, something that I wouldn't trust myself to drive. Oh, yeah.
This is my newest venture.
Okay.
A little more advanced.
Yeah.
Definitely a little more advanced. It is definitely a lot harder to drive than some of the other cars. This is something that you need to be probably racing for a couple years before you get involved with something like that. The things are a little bit more delicate. As you can see, the wings, they have a tendency to bend in that, so you can potentially replacing stuff. And
how fast?
Those are probably your 50 plus
oh my gosh.
On the track.
How do you? I don't even understand. And I've been there and I've seen races happening, so I kind of have a sense of, you know, how many cars are usually in a heat or a race. I mean, is it with a vehicle like this? What is this called?
This
again?
is this one is an open sprint.
Open sprint. So when you're doing an open sprint race, heat, whatever, how many other open sprint vehicles are out there at a given time?
We keep on all of them. We try to keep it at 7 cars.
So, but there's 7 of these going 50 plus miles an hour, and then you're probably elevated on some type of perch.
Yes.
Running the controls, and then it's wild to think. But only 3 years, Sean.
Yes.
And you're operating something that's going that fast.
Just now learning this. I've only had it out 4 times, so.
Yeah. What are you sending me? The website link?
That is where you can go and watch them live.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yes.
So islandspeedway.liverc.com is where you can stream the races. So that's awesome. So for people out there that can't make it down to Star Collectibles, Island Speedway, you can always go to islandspeedway.liverc, that's all one word, liverc.com, and check that out. So that's nice, and that's a perfect segue. My wife, that's a Freudian slip. My wife on Facebook says we need to get Henry, my 7-year-old, down there again, and yes, I mean, he'll be 8 in March.
We do have a new class which is on there.
Okay.
It's called a box stock.
Box stock.
What you do is you take it straight out of the box, charge it up, and race it.
Yeah, I love that.
And
I'm in.
And that class is getting big.
It's growing.
I'm in on box stock. That's perfect for me.
It is.
Because then if I crash it, nobody gets mad, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's out there for all beginners to get going. So
this is February 8th, oval racing at its best. Rubber tires versus foam tires.
Yes.
Okay. This is cool. So this is coming up at Star Collectibles Island Speedway, 810 Division Street here in Muscatine. So the difference, it seems obvious, but for the folks at home, rubber tires versus foam, are they going to be racing against each other?
They will be racing against each other.
Okay. And in your personal opinion, professional opinion, do you prefer rubber versus foam or what?
It's a little bit the same. Now, me personally, I'll be running the foams because I'm sponsored by Gone Bananas.
Okay.
That's one of my sponsors, so I will be running the foams.
And Gone Bananas does foam tires.
Yes.
Amongst other things.
Yep. That's all they do. Foam tires.
The Gone Bananas
Gone
on right now.
Bananas.
This is awesome. It's a
These
good look.
Also are for carpet foams.
So that's something that people still would have time if they're interested. It says practice February 7th. 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., $10 fee. So, but talk to me about this. So there's 2 40-lap round of heats, 50-lap power main, 70-lap main. So that means that during one race, they're going to do 70 laps?
Yes, unlike what you may have been used to in the past, where it's quite a distance or quite a time for each lap.
Sure.
Understand that our laps are about 4 seconds.
4 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Just between 4 and 5 seconds is the average lap.
I didn't realize it was that quick. I'm just trying to email Chad this flyer because my AirDrop isn't working. So when you're talking about 70, that's going to only take how much time?
Probably 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah, at the most. Some of the faster cars like the Sprint and the A-Mods will probably be closer to 4:30,
I mean, I say this with all due respect. I feel like you'd get a headache just with your head going like, I'm trying to watch where my vehicle is. There's 7 or more out there, and they're going that fast. And then it's all time, Tom, right? So you know exactly who wins. There's probably photo finishes at that rate where, I mean, they're coming in, right?
It's all done by computer. It's milliseconds.
I'm kind of sweating. Like, this gives me a little bit of anxiety, but it's fun, right? It is super fun.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's so great. Again, this is such a good Muscatine story for the county, for the area. I mean, and it's not just serving the area. You're bringing people in from out of state to come and take part in whether it's a race like this or anything else that's coming on. So the obvious question, outside of rubber versus foam tires, February 8th, are an event per month? Is that the plan? What does March look like?
Right now, we have oval races every Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Is that people want it?
So this Saturday and Sunday, 10th and 11th, 11th and 12th, excuse me. My wife's birthday on Sunday. Wouldn't my wife love an RC car for her birthday?
Absolutely.
How hard is it to buy stuff for women? Here's an RC car. You're welcome.
Get it wrapped in her colors?
That's right. My face on it, of course.
There you go.
Right on the front.
Yeah.
There you
go. But no, so people this weekend. Oh, right there. There it is right there. Saturday Oval Club race. And then Papa Willie's Sunday points race number 3. So there's so much of a demand, guys. It's not just these once a month event. It's every weekend.
Yes.
Holy smokes. How many people are you expecting Saturday or Sunday? Just ballpark.
We've been averaging about 40 for club races and anywhere between 50 to 80 for points races.
This is not just a hobby anymore. This is bigger than that. This is a whole thing.
It is a hobby, and there are some people that take it as a sport. I mean, the ones that travel around, I would consider those guys. But what everybody else has to remember is it is a hobby. It is fun. It is fun. That's what it is for.
You're both sitting here with sponsors, which is cool if you get to that point. But if it's just the 7, 8-year-old or the 36-year-old, myself, you know, look at how fun that is. Again, I would have crashed right into that giant fan in the right-hand corner, but that's okay. I'd get better. I'd be right there. That'd be me. I'd be zipping through the middle and just hanging out doing donuts in the middle. But that is absolutely fascinating, and to have watched this growth for Star Collectibles and Island Speedway, it's such a good story. That's why you're here, because people need to know that this is happening. And when they drive by 810 Division Street, and they're like, why are there all those cars there? What's going on? Well, here's what's happening, right? There's a lot of hard work that's going into making this happen. So, Tom, again, from where we're at, January 7th, sitting here, carpet track, what'd you say the time frame was?
In a perfect world?
End of this month, okay. Well, I guess you'll have to come back, because I'm fascinated. I'm all in. And I apologize for not having stopped down. My life's a little chaotic. I can't really blame the baby, because now she's like 15 months. I could bring her. She could check it out. The boys love it. Every time they'd be at Star Collectibles, they were just like, can we buy everything? And I was like, all right, simmer down.
Well, we welcome people to come in, and we'll give them the tour of the place.
Sure.
Give them the idea of what we're doing, and get them going from there.
Yeah, so can you just, and again, I'm not just speaking for myself, but if it's piquing my interest, and I have 7-year-old, soon to be 8-year-old birthday in March, and if he's going to start smallish, but it makes sense to me to invest in something like the first one we talked about. What's that price range wise?
$200.
$200. Okay,
ready to go.
Not bad. I probably spent more than that at Chuck E. Cheese last year. So I would much rather have something that's right there and support a local business, right?
Another good thing.
Yeah.
Got rental trucks, the same style. Yeah. Instead of going to Chuck E. Cheese,
preach it.
Go to Island. Have a birthday party at Island. Rent the trucks and go out and have some fun.
So I could have a birthday party at Island Speedway. I could rent the vehicles, and then if the kids or I wreck them, it's all good?
All good.
Yeah! I mean, I would never wreck anything intentionally. People think I just drive things into the wall. It's just tough to control these things. Fact, right? Don't do that. Now you're making me seem like I don't know how to control these things.
I didn't have my old body for a specific reason. It was all tore up, so...
So Sean's with me a little bit. Tom's like, yeah, it's not that hard. You just get used to it. Like with anything, right?
Absolutely.
I'm telling y'all, though, a couple of years ago, outdoor show, Muscatine Mall, laying on the ground. I don't know. It was Tom's idea, and I went along with it. Still at the radio station. These things are jumping over me within just a couple of inches of my face. And then I love the parade. Nobody has a better... Listen, our 4th of July parade already needs a shot in the arm. I mean, it's basically like a couple sports teams, churches, political stuff. But then Star Collectibles and Island Speedway. Jumping cars in the parade. I love it.
We actually get calls from the city asking us if we're going to be in it.
Well, yeah, they should. The chamber should waive your fee. What's the chamber doing? I mean, I have a lot of thoughts on 4th of July in Muscatine, but yeah, you're a highlight in that parade. My kids alone are just like, that car, somebody's pulling a ramp?
Yeah.
What a great idea. Now, I'm not offering to walk with y'all because it's hot and that's a lot of sweating, but I'll happily watch from our spot near the old Muscat Public Library. Maybe we'll be in it next year if my kid gets into this. All right, so Star Collectibles, Island Speedway, 810 Division Street. What a great story. Huge growth. 4 tracks?
Yes. 4 tracks plus the rock rolling.
I don't even understand that. Because I'm very familiar with where you were, and this is at the old spot, and it was a huge space.
Yes, it
was. You have 4 and a rock track thing, words. I don't get it. Oh my gosh, is that now with the new carpet one? Are you going to have a similar setup with these jumps and death-defying stunts? And oh my gosh,
actually, I have bigger jumps.
Of course you will.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is great. I'm all in. I'm happy that you guys came on, and it's fascinating to me, and I will see you soon for sure. I didn't even know that it was a thing every weekend, but that's why you're here, so we can tell people, stop in, check it out, get a tour like Tom said, and then if you're into this or know somebody that is, point them in the direction of February 8th. Be here.
We have a great place for people to watch, too.
Absolutely.
Oh, you do?
We actually built a place above where people can watch the whole track.
Oh, that's cool.
It is nice.
It's the only one that I've seen in all my traveling where you have an area where you can go and overlook like that. It's amazing.
And if you can't make it, islandspeedway.liverc.com.
Yep.
Okay, so you can watch it online. What a labor of love, but it's here, and it's fantastic. See it for yourself, 810 Division Street with Star Collectibles and Island Speedway. I appreciate you guys coming on. And I will see you soon, that's for sure. And then again, if somebody out there, February 8th, get them in on this. It's going to be awesome. Tom, thank you, buddy. Good to see you. Sean, good to see you.
Tony, thank you.
Last thing, Packers this weekend. Which day they play?
Sunday night.
Okay. Against the Seahawks? How you feeling? Oh, you're nervous.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm. You usually don't have a lot of pause when you talk about the Packers.
I know.
You make it up to any games this year?
No.
No, Tony, I bought a giant new business and had to remodel the whole thing with the help of volunteers and everybody. Well, as a Bears fan, I will say go Seahawks.
Okay.
And
I respect that.
You know what? I can't even say that because I don't like Pete Carroll. So go Packers. My wife's a Packers fan. I can't even say it. It makes me want to throw up. But that's okay. This is why we tolerate each other.
That's right.
For this nice, friendly-ish back and forth. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for bringing the props. It's fantastic. Do we have aisle cam? All right. CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam. We'll take a live look outside in the store. And we're looking at sushi, right? You want to talk about fresh and healthy, and how about that sushi case? I'm so happy with that shot. We never talk about sushi, and I'm saying that as a critique of myself. I took some nice pictures of the sushi case. Say that 3 times fast. Last week, everything in there fresh rolled by hand. So maybe you're just toeing the water of sushi, and you're like, I don't know, is it what? Listen. There's like the imitation crab stuff that's from the like beginner sushi to the like raw fish stuff that I'm still a little like, I don't know. Sushi's legit, and I hope you'll try it. And what a nice thing to have in Hy-Vee, right? So many options. That's what I always like, is when people come in for lunch, they could order from the Market Grill Express menu. You could get something from the kitchen, have a sandwich or wrap made, Italian, sushi, Chinese, all in one fell swoop. It's just great. All right, so today, January 7th, is National Bobblehead Day.
Go Packers.
Get out of here. Go Packers. Jeez Louise. I should have expected that. He's probably got a Aaron Rodgers bobblehead on National Bobblehead Day. That's today. Did you know that's a thing? Do you have any bobbleheads? Is that a thing? Like, people still collect them, I think, right? Like when the River Bandits baseball, they'll have like bobblehead night, and you go and get one. Like, want to ever see this as a bobblehead. There's places you could make like a custom bobblehead. I don't think it's a thing anymore, right? But for a while, it was like, you got to get the bobblehead. I don't even think we have a bobblehead in my house. And we have a lot of stuff in our house. Today's also National Tempura Day, so hence why we're showing you some sushi. That makes total sense. All right, I want to go from talking about the Island Speedway to the Cheese Island. We have our main man, Steve, with the Toyota of Muscatine Kart Cam, a 2020 model from Toyota of Muscatine with all those safety features like auto lane correct and radar cruise control and other stuff. So Steve's going to hang a left to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the front, to the... Hopefully I don't get sued for the copyrights on that song. So I figured we'd look at Cheese Island. Talking about Island Speedway, how about Island Cheeseway? On a diet or just love cheese? You know who's the master at cutting the cheese? It's Delmer, everybody. Nobody cuts the cheese like Delmer. Tell me that wouldn't be a great sign hanging from the ceiling. Nobody cuts the cheese like we do. I've pitched this idea, and it's not Delmer, but somebody was like, well, what if somebody thinks it's offensive? I don't care. It's Cheese Island. They have over 160 plus different varieties of cheese. It's amazing. There's types of cheese like that chocolate cheese I've told you about. It don't even make no sense. Chocolate cheese? I don't get it. So what I did on Christmas Eve is I called my friend Delmer, and I said, Delmer, can you make me a charcuterie board with cheese? So for like $20, I got this awesome board that had cheese on it, like 4 or 5 different kinds of cheese. It was awesome. So do that, right? And then also in the same vein, Steve, that is my favorite butter. Stop right there. Kelly's Irish butter. You want to talk about, and no offense, other butters, but you got nothing on the Kelly's butter. I need to buy some, so this is a mental note for myself. I was also going to buy one of the Harry's razors that we have in the store, which is cheaper than getting it online. I need to get some Kelly's Irish butter. It's the best. It's right there. There's like a garlic type. There's a regular type. I think that's a spreadable kind, which I didn't even know they had. But if you're cooking steak or eggs or whatever, and you need the butter, everything in moderation. But if you're doing a high-fat diet, a good quality butter. And every Kelly's Irish butter comes with a free leprechaun from the Leprechaun movies. So just keep that in mind. You're going to have to find a space in your house for a little leprechaun. Heart-a-tay to ticket the Tyven. You open up the butter and this leprechaun jumps out, covered in butter. So then you have a leprechaun in your house that's buttered up that you have to try and catch. And that leprechaun is Steve in a leprechaun costume. So look at all that cheese. 150 plus different varieties. I love when there's samples. I'll be the first one to admit, yes, I take a cheese sample because I'm also the guy that'll try a cheese that he's never had, and then I'll probably buy it, right? And then, Steve, since you're there, if you go a little to your left, we can show people the Ellsworth cheese curds. So it's right across from where you're at in that other cooled, whatever they call these things, weird grocery terms. It's like a cooler thing. So right past those Pretzilla thing, right in that straight ahead from you, below those chips, bottom shelf, cheese curds, Ellsworth cheese curds. I can see them right there. Oh my heavens. Low carb, no sugar, straight from Ellsworth Creamery Cooperative. Ellsworth Cooperative Creamery. It's from Wisconsin. They fly them in with a helicopter. They drop them out of the helicopter. The parachute opens. Delmer catches them in the parking lot. And then he brings those baby cheese curds into the store. And then y'all get to take them home. Steve, if you got me, grab a pack of just regular cheese curds and bring them if you don't mind. And we'll show everybody. By the way, and then when you come into the Market Grill Express and you order the cheese curds on the menu, the same cheese curds, it's those. They're deep fried, as they should be, because this is America. And it's not one thing to just have really good cheese curds. We need to deep fry them. Oh. So, listen, I know I'm on a diet, and I'm just telling you, I'm on team deep fried cheese curd. So that's my thing. Still doing good. Haven't cheated on the diet. Feeling good. Scale didn't move this morning. Little annoyed. Really behaved yesterday. Went to the Y. The Y was busy. Had my 7-year-old running on the track because he loves to run. Busy Y. Got little wireless earbuds. Kind of a weird thing. I don't know if you've done that. I had huge ears, you can tell. So I got the little wireless earbuds. Not the iPhone ones. Those are way too expensive. These were like $40. So I got the little wireless earbuds. My kid's running on the track. I told him, I'm like, don't run into anybody. Don't race, because he wants to just race people all day. Like adults. I'm like, don't challenge adults to race. Because usually if you're at the Y, you're not like super excited. You're there. It's great. It's the Y. You love the Y. It's a great place. But then you're like, well, this kid is trying to race me. I'm an adult. I don't want to race a kid. So I apologize. I don't think he challenged any adults, but he does love running. And it was good to see the Y busy. And I hope that for folks that got that membership for the first time, that you're sticking with it. We've had a Y membership for 7 years, basically. And it's a good spot. All right, couple things to mention before we get out of here. How about that Star Collectibles and Island Speedway? That's a cool story. So 2 really fun Muscatine County stories that you might not have known this week so far on the show. Yesterday with Jen Chapin talking about her 82,000 subscribed YouTube channel and all the content that she's creating. And then you have Tom and Sean talking about the growth of a business, investing and bringing people to town, serving people in our county, and then bringing people to Muscatine. Isn't that what it's all about? You want to be proud of where you're at, and if you think it's ridiculous, it's not. There's people traveling to Muscatine to race an RC car. That's pretty cool. Whatever it takes. If I'm the chamber in tourism, why not? I mean, that's another amenity for this town, right? I think it's just great. Okay, so we've got hot deals. One more day today. These were on the front page of the Hy-Vee ad. You find that weekly inside the Discover Muscatine newspaper, which you're too kind. Oh, I see. You're trying to push the Hy-Vee brand on me. Look at the company man here. Steve is a company man all of a sudden. He's shilling for the man. So last day to save with those hot deals. So we're talking about Irish butter. This is like the Hy-Vee answer, and I probably should promote this more than the Kelly's one. I've tried the culinary tours. It's also fantastic. And again, if you're trying to cook things, cook it in real butter. What does it say? Milk from grass-fed, pasture-raised cows. Ooh. Just that cow out there. Ooh. Yeah, Wisconsin grade A. Speaking of Wisconsin, cheese curds. Look at those. Come on now. Cheese curds, straight from Wisconsin. Look at the size of those things. This is $3.17 for a half a pound of cheese curds. Guilt-free, 0 to no carb, no sugar. Perfect. If I wasn't doing the fasting thing, I'd crack these open and just get after it, but I won't. All right, so those hot deals last day today, new hot deals tomorrow, from salad to navel oranges and boneless, skinless chicken breast to yogurt and more. You can see it on the front page of that ad. We'll talk about the new ones tomorrow on the show. We've also got those food court deals, so if you're looking for a spot for lunch or dinner, tell me a place in town where you could go today on Tuesday and have any breakfast, $8 or less. $3.99. I'm not kidding you. I think I had an omelet. I had the Works. I'm trying to remember. Last week ago today, Works omelet, $3.99. And then I did no hash browns, no toast, cottage cheese, because you can sub that. And then I think I added a side. I think it was sausage patties. So that's perfect. What a great deal. Also, $6 all-you-can-eat super salad bar. Another great deal. $2.99 tenderloin sandwich. That's usually like $4 on Tenderloin Tuesday. We've lowered it even more. And then if you need a 12-inch pizza, $6 ready to roll. And while we're here, let's peek at Wednesday. $3.99 Chinese number 1 or 2 entree. Again, that's a savings of almost $3 or $4. Pasta buffet. That's on there. Pulled pork sandwich, $2.99. And then how about half off all sushi tomorrow as well? Love it. Can we go quick shot? Aisle cam, show them the sushi. That on Wednesday, 50% off. If you're looking for that healthy option, grab and go. Maybe you got a custom sushi order. Call it in. Pull up the antenna on your old school phone. Hello, sushi hotline, yes. Or just grab it today or wait till Wednesday when it's 50% off. It's marvelous. All right. Speaking of New Year's resolutions, We still have a couple spaces available. I'm really impressed with the turnout, the response that we've had for the weight loss challenge. So weigh-ins and measurements will happen this Saturday, and then Monday the 13th. If you want to get in on this here at the store, you can jump on Facebook for more deets on that. Hy-Vee, New Year, New You, weight loss contest going on. Want you to get involved. We have limited space, so please reach out. If you have any questions, you can call the store, talk to Kara Zigaman, our dietitian, or yours truly, 264-2420 if you need anything. And if you love breakfast, speaking of breakfast, holy moly, they got a giant cereal breakfast sale coming up later this week, and this is awesome. So you have a unique opportunity to really stock up and save if you've got kids, or just if you're an empty nester and you're like, you know what I need some more Cheerios or Fruity Pebbles or Frosted Flakes, Pop-Tarts, Fruit Loops. You can see it all right there. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, biggest deal in town, cheapest prices on all your faves. Captain Crunch in the mix as well, Quaker Oat instant oatmeal. How about a Hy-Vee half gallon of milk for 99 cents? Love it. Hy-Vee Midwest pork sausage, that's in there, 3 for $5. We've got some pancake mix. Who's here? Is there somebody here? Are we getting photo bombed? That's awesome. I was like, sometimes I don't see out of the corner of my eye, and that's when you have people just pop in, like Tom McCleary saying "Go Packers" right when he was leaving. I didn't even see him. He just kind of, he was right in there. So check out the cereal sale. It's fantastic. And then Thursday night steak dinner. My goal is to talk about this more, and I totally skipped Wellness Wednesday. We'll come back to that in a second. The Thursday night steak dinner this Thursday, New York strip steak, my personal favorite. 8-ounce or 12-ounce, served with a potato. Sometimes it's mashed potato. Sometimes it's party potatoes. Sometimes it's I don't know how there are many alliterations of potatoes there are, but it's a potato. It's a vegetable. It's 8-ounce or 12-ounce. 4 till 7 this Thursday. If you're out there, this is dine in or carry out. I would grab it. I'd sit in here, grab a drink, whatever you want to do. I saw my friends Deb and Ann here yesterday, just getting together, having a beer at the bar. It was awesome to see them. And definitely come in and check that out. Steak comes from the meat department. You know what we could never do on a steak night is run out of steak, because we can just walk straight back to the meat department. Hey, I need some more New York strips. Boom, there it is. And they'll get you taken care of. All right, Wellness Wednesday. Mention this, then we'll do Aisles Online graphic, this new one that I sent. But Wellness Wednesday tomorrow, every Wednesday at Hy-Vee, 10% off anything you purchase in the health market, 10% off all health and beauty care products. So whether it is hairspray or a toothbrush, I don't know why I'm saying it weird, or toothpaste or deodorant. What do you need? You need some stuff in the health market, those folio cheese wraps, vitamins, 10% off, and then organic produce, awesome deal on Wednesdays. And last but not least, Chad, that Aisles Online. More time, is it more time snacking, less time shopping graphic? I think this is fun. I'm telling you right now, and I say this, and I don't care if the other place in town that does online shopping is listening. Last week, Hy-Vee Aisles Online, almost 300 orders. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's a lot of orders. That's a lot, right? Only place in town that can deliver your groceries straight to your house, wherever you're at, will get you taken care of. Pick it up. If you spend $30, no charge for pickup, right? Awesome. Can we zoom out on that? I love how that looks. Less time shopping, more time snacking with Hy-Vee Aisles Online. Use it on your phone. Use it on the computer. Last Friday, I was off. I placed an order from my bed, 6 a.m., picked it up, 5 p.m. It was great. Fun fact, lady crossing the parking lot right now works at the other place that does online shopping. I think they spy on us. That's okay. Come on in. Learn from the experts. We'd love to see you. That's a true story. You can't see it. That's okay. We've been doing it 3 years, almost 4 years, Aisles Online. Good team of people. Only place that's helping the elderly. I told you this yesterday. You know, we have probably 25 to 45 folks that have no one, right? I delivered a couple months ago, Hershey Manor. Lady told me, you're the first person I've seen in 3 days. Broke my heart. So we're taking care of everybody. Whether it's y'all on your phone with Aisles Online, we have people that are calling in, getting their stuff taken care of. Nobody else is doing that. It's great service, and I'm proud of everybody that works for Isles Online. There's the app, iPhone, Android device. Download it, and I hope you'll use it, right? Almost 300 orders last week. What? That's a lot. This is the world we're living in, right? People like the convenience. I can't tell you how nice. Now, listen, I work here, and I love talking to people and seeing people, but last Friday I pulled up. I opened the back hatch. I didn't even get out. I opened the back hatch on my van, Toyota Sienna, and then Chandler, who is one of our order expediters, brought it out. I was out, and I don't even think I was here 4.5, 5 minutes maybe. So it's a great service. I love it. All right, thank you for watching. We have, I want to look at the guest list for tomorrow. Maybe, Chad, we peek at the aisle cam really quick. I just want to tease who we have tomorrow. Yeah, this is going to be a busy show tomorrow. So this is the thing. We're booked out for about 2 weeks from where we're sitting right now. Tomorrow on the show with Unity Point Health, we'll talk to Kim Sprague and Kim Dayton. It's Kim and Kim, everybody. I think Kimberly Sprague. I don't think she goes by Kim. Kimberly Sprague and Kim Dayton with Unity Point Health. They'll be here in the house. Also tomorrow on the show, 9 a.m., Brett Olson, the boss at the Muscatine Community YMCA. Talked about being at the Y. I was there last night. Brett Olson on the show tomorrow at 9. Thursday, it's, I feel like, is Dan Stein and the crew not on this week? I can't remember. I need to look at the schedule. Is that next week? I'm looking at it right now. So Thursday, I think that's when they're on. They're on Thursday because we also have David Casas in the house. So check that out. Yeah, I think that's what it is. We have double guests, so that'll be a lot of fun. So magician David Casas in the house on Thursday at 9. Before that, talking about the upcoming performance. I believe it's the Chinese Orchestra coming back to town. We'll talk to Dan Stein and friends. And then Friday, let me look. Friday, we've got our friend Lindsay Frazier with Energy 108 Yoga. Hey, perfect time. Steve wants to do yoga poses. Steve in yoga pants Friday. Stay tuned for that. You got yoga pants? He's giving me a puzzled look. I think that means yes. He also Steve sent me a text during the show. I haven't read it yet. Let me go to the text now. What is this? Is this? I don't even understand. What's the context of that? Did you send me that? Yeah. Oh, okay. I was talking about that you could get moose on sale tomorrow during Wellness Wednesday, and Steve sent me a picture of a moose. God bless Steve, right? He sent me a picture of a moose. In case we're not selling moose. What's the plural of moose? Is it mooses? Is it? I don't know either. I only have a year and a half of English major before I changed it at St. Ambrose. Is it moose with the thing at the end? Is there no plural mooses? I don't know. Meat? All right. We're going to get out of here. That's fantastic. You sent me a picture of a moose. Hey, Star Collectibles Island Speedway, February 8th. This is a cool event coming up. RC cars. What a good story that is. And more good stories to come right here on the Hy-Vee Today Show with yours truly. Anything for me, I can do for you. You can contact me so many ways. Goodness gracious, am I easy to get a hold of. HyVeeToday@gmail.com. Email. Call the store, 264-2420, 563 area code. Yes. My picture is posted at the post office. That's right. Do not talk to this man. So 563-264-2420. This is what I'm dealing with, right? I'm on Facebook personally. I'm on Instagram. I got rid of my Twitter account because I didn't use it. The Hy-Vee, the store, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I can't keep up with all these things. We're everywhere. Something you need, please contact me. If there's an event going on, if you're part of an organization, I can't assume to know everything. Bring it to me. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust for their support, Toyota Muscatine, and team staffing. Live tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. right here. Or if you watch this in the evenings, just know that I appreciate you tuning in on MPW Cable Channel 5, 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. But for now, Tuesday the 7th of January, we're gone. All right? We're gone racing. Did they leave a car behind? I'd love to drive it through the store, put a little GoPro on it or something. I would crash into everything. So I don't trust myself yet, but that's a cool story. All right, everybody, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.
You're watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.